This week at NASA.
1, 0 ignition.
LADEE, the Lunar Atmosphere and Dust Environment Explorer robotic probe, launched Friday night atop an Orbital Sciences Corporation Minotaur 5 rocket. The first deep space mission from Wallops Flight Facility, LADEE will orbit the moon to collect information about its atmosphere and environmental influences on lunar dust.
Launching a rocket is hard, and there's so many things that we control that tonight just went spectacularly well. There's things that we don't control.
Data from LADEE will help scientists better understand other planetary bodies in our solar system. A news briefing at Johnson Space Center focused on the upcoming Antares rocket launch from Wallops and test flight to the International Space Station of Orbital's Cygnus cargo craft.
They're going to be demonstrating the full mission with a brand new state-of-the-art cargo-carrying autonomous spacecraft.
Launch is scheduled for Tuesday, September 17th. The flight is part of NASA's Commercial Orbital Transportation Services program to develop private and public partnerships for resupply of the ISS. NASA has chosen the 96 most promising ideas out of 400 submitted in response to its June request for information, or RFI, about protecting Earth from asteroids and finding asteroids humans can explore. Submitted by industry, universities, international organizations, and the public, the ideas include pointers on how to decrease an asteroid's spin, nudge it away from Earth, take samples, and increase public awareness about asteroid threats and potential scientific benefits. NASA plans a public workshop September 30th through October 2nd to examine and synthesize the 96 highly rated ideas. Engineers and technicians at Kennedy Space Center are done testing the solar array wings for MAVEN, the Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution spacecraft. Scheduled for launch November 18th, MAVEN is the first mission dedicated to studying the upper atmosphere of Mars for traces of the elements that existed there in the past. Expedition 3738, the next crew in line for a trip to the International Space Station, took part in pre-launch activities at the Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center in Star City, Russia. NASA flight engineer Michael Hopkins, along with Soyuz commander Oleg Kotov and flight engineer Sergei Ryazansky of the Russian Federal Space Agency, are scheduled to launch September 26 from Kazakhstan. A new compatibility testing system developed at Glenn Research Center verifies that spacecraft radio signals properly operate through NASA satellites before the spacecraft is launched. The Satellite Communication Compatibility Test Sets system replaces larger, obsolete equipment and is important because satellites rely on radio commands for operation. At NASA headquarters, a special farewell and thanks to Lori Garver for 4 years' service as NASA's Deputy Administrator and best wishes in her new role as General Manager of the Airline Pilots Association.
My three priorities when I came in were to align NASA with national objectives, to provide the best value for the taxpayer, and to be a clear and consistent leader.
She has been a face of the agency and has done it incredibly effectively.
During her tenure, Garver spearheaded many of the Obama administration's space priorities, including NASA's Commercial Crew and Cargo programs, the reestablishment of a Space Technology Mission Directorate, the agency's use of challenges and prizes, and an unwavering commitment to diversity and inclusion. September is National Preparedness Month, and the Emergency Management Team at NASA headquarters is sponsoring events and activities to educate employees on how to ready themselves for emergencies at work and at home. For more on how to prepare, visit www.ready.gov. Center Director Chris Scalise joined others at Goddard Space Flight Center to support the Stuff a Truck Feds Feeds Families event. The campaign collects donated items for food banks, including portable meals, canned and dry goods, and toiletries. The center was striving to collect 10,000 pounds of items. And that's This Week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, or to follow us on Twitter, Foursquare, and other social media, log on to www.nasa.gov.